Let me talk to you, the ones on staff at a church, about friends, next on the Metal Pulpit. Well, I was right. My backdrop's filling in quite nicely as spring is here in Wisconsin. And yeah, I want to speak to those of you on staff at a church about friendship. This is a topic that can be very difficult, and it can be one that with any job there is things other people don't understand. They just don't, because they are not in that position, and therefore they don't understand the ins and outs of it. When you're on staff at a church for any amount of time, but for those of you that are long-termers, 3, 4, 5, 6 and beyond years, you see people come and go. Now you can take that personally. If you're a youth pastor, you'll see it happen all the time with kids. Some kids love you one week, some kids hate you the next week and they leave. Other kids just age out and move on. If you're in a college group, kids age out quick in a college group. And if you're in a regular church, it could be something you said, it could be nothing you said, that people come and go very quickly. It could be as easy as they just moved out of town. Or, in some cities, my hometown, Milwaukee, all you have to do is build a church within that denomination and everybody goes to that one for a season. But it's difficult because being in ministry is a lonely place. Now let me follow that up for those of you that are not in ministry, are not on a church staff, and would not be able to understand this. We are surrounded by people all the time. Those that are staff pastors, surrounded by people all the time. Phone calls, dinner meetings, lunch meetings, breakfast meetings, school events, whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean that we have a lot of friends to hang out with. Let me go a little further. The friends that we do have to hang out with from within the church may be uncomfortable if they actually saw you for who you really are. Now, I'm not talking about you're hiding some sin issue or anything like that, but let's be honest, the persona that you throw off when you're behind the pulpit and at church can sometimes be a little different than what you are at home, out at the ballpark, whatever the case may be. The way my kids interact in the yard. Some days it's beautiful, it's family, it's gelling. It is the Beaver Cleaver family. And other days, I think 3 houses down, they hear me bark at my son or my daughter because they did something that I've told them 5 times already not to do. And if I did that in the church, people would be like, oh my goodness. Okay, so a lot of people would get it, but some wouldn't. You get where I'm going. So for you that are on staff at a church, what do you do about this? There's nothing wrong with having friends within the church. In fact, I have a few really close friends in the church. At first, I did that with much fear and trembling because of my past in churches on staff. But beyond that, where can you get involved? Well, before I turned 40, there was a thing in our community, in our state, and a lot of states across the United States, called the JCs. It has nothing to do with JC, Jesus Christ. It's a junior government thing that you can stay until you're up to age 40. These are young professionals that are kind of blazing their own trail in life, and we're all getting together for the common good of the city, doing different things. And we formed some really good friendships that to this day are valuable. That's one place to start looking. For those of you that are 40 or older, 44, there is the thing called Rotary. Okay, there's Rotary, there's Lions, there's all sorts of different things you can get involved in that really are worth your time and effort and can build some lasting friendships. I served on the board at a Chamber of Commerce for a number of years, and did I ever get in? Well, this leads me to my next point. The reason why it can be difficult to get into a friendship circle outside of the church is because it's easy to say I'm a polisher at this factory, I'm a plumber here, I'm an electrician here, but the minute you say I am a pastor, the walls go up. It's nothing about you. It just isn't. And for those that may be pastors but outside of a building, it may come a little easier to throw that term out. But when you're plugged into an institutional church, that's where somebody's been hurt. That's where somebody's been let down. And quite honestly, walls go up. Or maybe they've never been hurt at all and they simply don't know how to interact with the pastors. So here they are, they have a drink. This is Sundrop, by the way, amazing soda. It's citrus soda, bottled here in Wisconsin, or canned, dilly. But the minute you're with a group and they have a drink up that's alcoholic or whatever, and you say I'm a pastor, they're like, oh, okay. And then on goes the halo, ding, and they start acting a little different. And then when you leave that party, that get together, they let their hair down. That can become a little disgruntling as well. But nonetheless, where do we go to find friendship, meaningful friendships? Everybody, I think older, would agree that you might be able to count on one, maybe two hands, how many good, close, personal friends you have. And I know churches try to force this. They'll say, okay, we're gonna have life groups today. We're gonna do life together. And you're gonna get together over at Sister Papoofnik's house. And I just want you to share your deep feelings, emotions. That doesn't work. It never will work. That's forced. But when you find a genuine friend, hang on to it. Be a good friend to them. They'll be a good friend to you, because when you're in ministry, you need this. You need your family first and foremost. You really do. But you need some good friends. Maybe inside the church a few, but definitely outside of the church, you need a lot of good friends. Because you're human and you need help to get through life as well. Thanks for listening. Shoot me your comments, PastorBobAdams@gmail.com, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day.